Bloody snapping duck shit.
My good mate from Bump and Run Booker joins us.
I'm excited for another great show tonight. Give it the hoot, Natty.
Hey everyone, welcome on the Trackside with Kokpit, brought to you by GARAGE16. Wow, what a weekend it has been at Speedway. We've got more action aplenty this coming Saturday as well. Weather hasn't been too bad up and down the country, so I hope you enjoyed watching your Speedway fix wherever they may be up and down the country. We've got a pretty full-on show. We're going to go back a couple of weeks. Booker and I love to do the catch-up with the Ministocks in Paradise, but before we get into all of that, I'm quickly just going to bring this graphic up as I mentioned. This is what's happening around the country just quickly, Speedway-wise, Friday and Saturday. Look at that. As I said in the intro, spoiled for choice last weekend. You've got more action aplenty right across the whole weekend, Friday, and then, of course, plenty on Saturday. Check out the Speedway website and even Facebook page. But I'd like to bring in my good friend Craig Booker, who's been enjoying himself in Gizzy. No doubt had a roadie with Pete Rees. But hey, Box, how you going?
Yeah, it was I'm doing well, mate. Actually, we had a bit of rain here in the old Hawke's Bay today, but she's cleared now. It's I saw there was a weather raining morning for Gizzy, which was good. That happened after the weekend just gone. But mate, the pace and we might not have had a huge number of cars at Gisborne. We had enough for two groups, and the pace was just out the gate fast, mate. Like seriously. And of course, that track didn't disappoint, Kins. You know, like as usual, the hospitality, like I was talking to Vazy, and he the officials walked up to him and shook his hand and thanked him for coming, like at the start of the meeting, and that sort of hospitality, you don't see a lot of that around the tracks like that, and it just makes you, I don't know, there's just something about that track, I don't know, Kins, it just makes you just want to keep going back. Like Horse came back because of how well he was treated last time, and man, he was close. We all know how much of a fan I am of Horse. I said to him afterwards, geez, mate, it was close to me going to climb that fence there on Saturday night. Geez, that would have made the whole track stop racing. The fence would have fell over if he'd won the second tier. Shit, me trying to get up there. But he was hauling too, mate. I mean, the cars, it was just so quick. I just couldn't get over it. It was just, yeah. But another good meeting and nice, easy drive on that road. I don't know why people say it's a pain. I find it good as gold, no problems, But around the country, I hear the Miani had fantastic racing again with the TQs like they did that other week. We're just so spoiled with the class of racing we're seeing around the country. Just talking behind before we started to Tiana and the Chatfields, and the racing for the Ministocks was awesome. We're just spoiled at the moment. I think ever since the GP, I suppose it's just been go Kins, and we're just so spoiled with the racing we're seeing and everything that's happening for us in the Speedway. It's bloody fantastic.
Yeah, it is, and I go back to when we do the build-up with the track promoters, we give them an opportunity to share some of their big events, and like you say, Books, the action aplenty from down in Christchurch at the NZ Superstock GP, exactly right. Every weekend has just been action, and there's just so much you can enjoy this upcoming weekend. I don't even know where to start, but something we do want to make a start on, and the anticipation around this when it was announced that finally the Rees Tour for 2025 plus the farewell for Paul Vasey in combination was going to get up and going. People still talk to you and I about the fond memories they had on the very, very first one, and then of course we were lucky to see the Super Saloon do a bit of a similarity, traveling around the South Island doing the Super Saloon racing and so forth. But now everyone's all excited because it's only next week. Hopefully you booked yourself on the boat and got everything you need to know because it's getting underway, mate. And I know yourself, Brendan and Pete have been doing a lot of work behind the scenes. So you want to get into this because we have a big show with the Ministocks in Paradise. We are going to catch up with the Rees boys, Asher and Ethan. Josh, unfortunately, won't be able to join us. And we'll talk about celebrating what was a massive night in Gisborne, like you said, with the North Island Superstocks. But I'll hand it over to you, and you want us to bring Pete Rees in?
Yeah, bring Peter in. We've got Peter in to replace Josh. So we'll talk to him as well. He's this is the name that the tour's all about. That we're doing the Rees tour. It's on, mate. We're a few more sleeps and we're on the road, brother.
Yeah, unreal, and it's coming around quick.
Oh, mate, it's coming fast. I hope you're getting everything organised. Hey?
Yeah, we've got to juggle work this week, and the boys are just loaded up to go south tomorrow for the battle. So yeah, I'll get through the rest of the week, and then next week we'll get into organisation for the tour.
Pete, just out of curiosity, mate, how much hours of sleep do you live on? Because I know you are very, very, very busy. If you're not in the shed, yeah, helping support events, and you got a good thank you from obviously the Chatfields with your sponsorship towards the event up there. But mate, how much sleep do you honestly live on?
Well, not a lot on the weekend. You travel up to Gisborne and do the hard racing and a couple of drinks in the club rooms each night. Definitely felt it on Sunday night. So I slept well on Sunday night. But
Yeah.
no, I sleep just like everyone else. I think we're just quite efficient when we're working to get all the jobs done. So, and there's not a lot of stress in here at the moment. There's lots of big jobs to do that we'll start after the tour. But right now we're just maintenance repair work at the moment, and got a couple of new toys in here to get sorted out in the workshop to make life easier through the winter. So, no, I sleep just like everyone else.
Oh, that's good to hear, because, I know it's not only just yourself. I mentioned in the intro there, Brendan and Book has been helping out, and a few others, no doubt, because to get this tour up and going and reflecting on what I've heard from the previous tour down there, it's been some time coming. The excitement level for so many, they booked as soon as they heard the announcement, the ferries, everything like that, mate. What have you heard, from the public, the general public, the drivers, in your eyes? What's the expectations from them?
I could probably, I don't know, we could probably go bigger if we wanted to, but this is obviously going to be bigger than the last one. 7 tracks to start with, nine meetings, 2 tracks and 2 meetings. So, I mean, from the numbers, I think we're, with the campers, we're well over 100 people following us, and the classes are pretty full. Like Super's around 20, which is the lower class. Stock cars are over 30, so it's shaping up to be really good. And like you say, Books and Brendan done a lot of work in the backgrounds. A lot of work I haven't had to do, and I'm probably not capable of doing that computer stuff. So do appreciate that. And Books just walked into that, unfortunately for him, but he he's obviously good at it. So throw the jobs his way. So that's been a real help for us. And Brendan's obviously busy, so Books has actually done a bit more than all of us, to be fair. But I mean, this time next week, come Thursday, Friday, it's relaxed time for me. So we'll enjoy the trip.
Well, we'll get into a bit of an update from our side of it for this tour for everybody, because there's a few people tuned in that are on the tour that wanting to know some information. So I'm just going to run through this information for people now, just so you know. Tomorrow I will put up a big post of this information, plus there'll be some links on the information for drivers on the tour to click on and sign up to each track with their transponder stuff. So they've asked that. So we'll start at Blenheim at the top. So we've got Blenheim, 14th of March. There is a $15 AMBO fee for the drivers, just so they know, but they get themselves and one more in for free. They're going to release a link, I think, on Monday to give to me, but I'll put into this post, add to the post after tomorrow, to join up. So basically every club wants you to register your with the race meeting. There's Nelson, they need to pair you up with peers, or if you're picking a pair that's on the tour with you, for the stock cars, I think it is. But just contact every club. Those links will be up tomorrow. So look out for our page. I'll put that in, and then Brendan's going to share that over to the Rees page, so all that info will be there. So for Nelson, you got the 15th of March. And Blenheim's running all classes. So we're getting now, we'll be running supers, stock cars, modifieds, Ministocks, classics. Okay. Then we move to Nelson on the 15th. They will run everything on the Saturday bar the mods. And they will start at 5 p.m. start, okay? On the next day, the 16th, it's a 4 p.m. start, and they run everything but the historics at Nelson. So that for those that are going to watch, that's what you're going to see. I also put up a driver list tomorrow as well of everybody. Then we go to Greymouth on the 18th, and that's a 4 p.m. start, all right, for the 18th, and they're going to run all classes at Greymouth. Then we head off to Beachlands for the 21st. They will 6 p.m. start and all classes, and there's a $10 ambo fee for that one as well. Okay. Riverside, 4 p.m. start, all classes. So just so you know, for those going on the tour. Then we go to Cromwell. Riverside and Beachlands won't have modifieds, all classes but modified, because the modifieds will stay in Greymouth for the South Island Champs and there's the Gold Cup where they can race for a thing of gold or something. So then we go to Cromwell, and they'll be now Cromwell's interesting. There's only going to be 12 spots available for the Ministocks. When I put up a post to let people know when to register with them, they said it'll be first in, first served. So because we've got more Ministocks than 12 going, they're only allowing 12 because they're letting their locals race first. Okay? So that's happening at Cromwell. You register for the meeting on Monday the 10th. So Monday the 10th, go to their site and register, and it'll be the first 12 Ministocks, all right? And they start at 4 p.m. on the 24th at Cromwell. And then we're over to the Woodford Glen, which will be the 28th, and 6:30 p.m. start, and it'll be mod, stock cars, saloons, protos, youth and adult Ministocks on the Friday, and then the Saturday, super saloon, super stocks, mod, streety, stock cars, and a ramp race derby for them. So, but you need to register. They've got, he's given me some links already, Steve Lennon, today. So I'll put those up tomorrow for people. Also, tomorrow will be an itinerary. So if you're coming on the tour and you want to travel as a group with all of us, I'm going to put up the stops that we're stopping at, and I'm going to get up the websites where you need to book for accommodation. So like when we go to Haast overnight, there's a place there where you'll have to book accommodation. I'll put the link up for that. We're going to go to Temuka. There'll be accommodation there you need to book. And in Christchurch, I believe you can stay in the car park if you're self-contained. If not, got to go find a campground. Now, the campground, I believe, next to Woodford Glen is full. So you need to get that sorted. And also, we'll be stopping at just outside of Belclufa, Pete, I think it is. At a rugby club overnight where they're putting on a do for us as well, aren't they?
Yep.
So the full itinerary will go up tomorrow. It's not too late to enter, but you must message the page and let us know. Okay? If you're not letting us know, then don't complain. Because it's going to be fun, but we're going to travel as a group. We will probably get the WhatsApp downloaded. I've got to talk to Brendan how to do that myself and set it up so everybody can communicate on the tour where we're stopping. But I will put a full itinerary up tomorrow, Kins, which will let everybody know all that information I've just given, plus links to where they can go, where they had to book accommodation, and links to register at tracks with their transponders. But the key to the whole tour, and if you can't do this on the tour, don't come, and that's smile from the start to the finish. Real simple, Pete. It's family time, fun time.
Well, see you, Grumpy Books.
Mate, Pete, haven't you got him under the bloody pump, mate? Well, he rolled that all out. Holy hell, no wonder we haven't spoken on the phone for the last few days, Books. You've been busy, mate.
A bit of work involved there, but like I say, once we travel, we'll be relaxing and enjoying it, and having some great racing.
And there will be some shirts available for purchase on the tour.
Yeah.
And Pete
Nothing
has to
else you need-
organise that with his float and everything. And everybody's got to rush to Peter to buy their shirts.
Yeah. And of course, the ones that have committed to the tour get the shirts anyway.
Yeah. But
And I
that's
hope they're here shortly.
that's the update for now. But yeah. So listen, guys, we're doing our best to get to you as quick as we can. So there are people that keep messaging and saying I haven't heard, but you will hear. Just there's real life stuff going on behind the scenes. Brendan's busy with family and businesses, and Pete's busy with his business. I'm trying to do what my shows plus do this as well and keep things going for us all. So just be patient, and all the information will come and follow. But and I think at this stage we've got. I said there's Blenheim's going to open up early on the 13th, so we can go and stay for those that cross early, and we're going to go out for dinner. And I found that the restaurant's one of their major sponsors. I thought when I first said that, who wants to join me for dinner and have a bit of a thing, I thought, Kins, that it'd be like, 10, 15 people. We're close to 50. So there's a few of us having a meal on the 13th at this restaurant just down the road from the pub. So I hope a few people got cars, because we need to be bussed backwards and forwards, I think.
Shit. You've been busy, mate. I can tell you've been busy. You haven't had a chance to have a bloody haircut. But Pete, when you think this is all the work that happens behind the scenes, everything like that makes the trip possible, like Booker said, Grumpy Booker used to call them, have smiles, enjoy the fun, and enjoy the trip.
Yeah, for sure. And bear in mind, like, Brendan's on his way to Christchurch this weekend for the battle in the stock cars. And yeah, we're all busy, but hey, we'll get there. And like I say, on that date, we'll enjoy the tour.
Yep.
Some southern hospitality, and it's like last time, 2017, we were last down there. I still got great memories of it, so I'm looking forward to it.
2017, that's when I was last at Woodford Glen then, because I went down there just for the Battle of the Stocks, because the end of the Rees tour last time finished on Battle of the Stocks, didn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
2017.
Got much more to add to that, Pete? Anything else, or otherwise it's just business as always, and just everyone look forward to this time, getting ready for the end of next week, and let's hit the road, get across the Cook Strait, and enjoy the South Island hospitality.
Yeah, apart from it's not too late to enter if we've got gaps. So yeah, and Tony Hurst, the ferryman, can get you on the boat. As long as that weather stays poor. I mean, it's a bit rough out there right now, but they reckon it's going to come down for tomorrow, so the boys should be right. Get down there this weekend.
Awesome.
Oh,
I suppose we just leave it to the good old social media, get it out there on the book face, and everyone can keep an eye on how things are traveling. And as Booker said, he's going to put all the links to everything, and, just be patient. That's the biggest thing. Don't be commenting and there's something you need to find out straight away. Just got to be patient. This thing takes time. And like Booker said, you guys are all busy, and we need to make this trip. As we know, it's been 8 bloody years in the making, and there's been this other thing in between all of that as well, a couple of things, but just get ready to enjoy from next week onwards, Books?
Yeah, mate. Yep, I'll put everything up. I'll get up tomorrow morning nice and bright and early, and I'll get a post done of all the other information that I've said tonight for those that missed it, and also all the links for the drivers and people on the tour to sign up for. So yeah, and just if you want to still get on there, message us. Even if you're coming on the tour as a camper, we need to know that as well, because those numbers go to the tracks for those that are going to stop and camp. So yeah.
Awesome. All right. That'll be a wrap on that. Last thing I got to say, check out this cool looking sponsor on their shirt.
Oh, yeah, TWS, cool, bro. Yeah.
Going up here. Oh, you're smart ass. You're going to get a hiding later. Cheers, Pete. Thanks for the update. Good to see you, mate. And congrats on the achievement last Saturday in Gizzy,
Yeah, no, cool. Good weekend.
Almost called him Keegan there for a minute, Kins, because he got 4th. So,
On the roll,
I lost to the right people, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Love how it ended. Awesome. Cheers, Pete. Thank you.
Cheers, bud. See you, mate.
See ya. There we go. The official update with Pete himself. And as they mentioned, Booker and Brendan doing a lot of work as well. Brendan on his way down to Battle of the Stocks. And we're going to catch up. Ash is just sitting in the background there to join us. He's not too far away, but we better get into it because we still have a full-on show. I'm guessing we're going to head into Ammaron Apere and talk about the Speedway of Excellence and bring him in and have a quick chat how things have been developing. He's a busy man as well. And it's good to have him on the back there, Chad. Is that your nephew in the background?
Oh, from one ugly face to another.
Hey, holy
Oh,
hell.
boys.
Did he steal the keys to that or what and take it for a drive?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think he did more than a drive. But yeah, kudos to the young man. Big thank you to Stan, the man, Hickey, for taking for a ride in the water truck. And he's proudly showing there the Tsar. He's got the Tsar out the window. So happy man, happy times. Couldn't help but feel excited about listening to that last interview there, team. I mean, wow. Just pretty much a week away from what should be a spectacular Rees South Island tour for, it's been talked about for the last couple of seasons now, and to finally see it come to fruition, man, it's exciting, and pleased to say myself as well, I will be on the tour as well. Probably won't do all the meetings, but I will be doing parts of it. But man, having heard what Books had laid out there with all the information for it, you cannot help yourself but feel excited. Race fans, if you are going on the South Island Rees Tour, I am excited to see you all there as well. But for the meantime, we still got one more weekend of racing to go before we get there. And as of a consequence, after 22 weeks of competition, we have arrived at week 23 for the Only Ammz Speedway Awards of Excellence. And we will kick off, as always, with the Alan Wakeling medalist for Sprint Car Racing Excellence when Kins does bring the image up on the screen there. Joel Myers Jr., your current New Zealand champion, still your leader there on 131. I must acknowledge the 55k of Daniel Thomas back into the top 10 after winning the Waipa Sprint Car Championship on the weekend. He has to be my top favourite for going into this weekend's New Zealand Sprint Car Championship at McDonald's Kihiki Speedway. Team, if you are a sprint car fan, you ought to be there this weekend. But stink hearing that K is beside the 55. Would rather a H. Would rather a H next to the 55. I know Daniel Thomas is a Huntley man through and through, and I know he used to race at Huntley as being the only sprint car there. But hey, I must acknowledge McDonald's Key Speedway for how they've been going about with their sprint car racing over recent seasons, man, because they started small and now they're pretty much a happy haven hunting ground for sprint cars at the moment. So kudos to the Key Club, and I wish them all the best for the running of the New Zealand Sprint Car Championship this weekend. But that is how the top 10 outlook looks like for the Alan Wakeling medalist for Sprint Car Racing Excellence. Moving on now to the Tony Cardwell medalist for Super Swing Racing Excellence. When Kins does bring it up on the screen, unchanged at the top of the charts, Craig Cardwell there on 109. But dare do I say it? Have a look at Chris Cowling, 3 points behind on 106. Geez, boys, we talked about earlier in the season, how Sam Waddell had the big, massive advantage. Yeah. But as it always does, the cream does rise to the top. But yeah, Craig Cardwell holds a slender lead for the meantime. But that is the outlook for the top 10 of the Tony Cardwell medalist for Super Swing Racing Excellence. Moving on now to the Peter Rees medalist for Stockcar Racing Excellence, and still finding himself at the top of the chain for the meantime is the 52V of Mitchell Lockett. Consistent as ever, he had a good showing at the Under-23 Championship at Stratford on the weekend. Sam Wright also had a good showing there, the 94A driver out of Auckland. Otherwise, it's relatively an unchanged lineup for the top 10 of the Peter Rees medalist for Stock Car Racing Excellence. Moving on now to the Roger Bertram medalist for Modified Racing Excellence, brought to you by Pocono Auto Centre. Big thank you to the team there in Pocono. If you need to go get your car fixed, team, head on to Pocono Auto Centre. Brad Lane, still your outright leader at this time on 146 points, but look who's just inching closer week after week, team, the 1NZ of Jacob Mitchell, slowly eating into Brad's lead there. I think you could probably throw a blanket over those two and forget the rest, to be honest. But hey, dare do I say that just yet? We still have a long way to go, team. But I guess that just makes them more excited. As Brooks had just mentioned in the earlier interview with Peter Rees, Modified's also on the Rees Tour. Looking forward to see how those guys will go on the Nelson and Brenham tracks before they cross over to Greymouth and then on to Woodford Glen for the Modified Invasion. We finish off with the Shane Penn medalist for Superstock Racing Excellence, and still your leader at the top of the chain. There's the 46B of Quinn Ryan. We talked about it last week, team. His car is on the market. Hopefully it's not a sign of things to come that he might be looking elsewhere, but I might need to flick him a message because this time last year he was leading it as well, and then unfortunately something had happened there, but he had missed the remainder of the season. Otherwise, he was in the points hunt, team. Same this time around as well. So, Quinn, if you're out there, buddy, and you see this, don't sell the car just yet, man. You're on the hunt for you're in with a chance. So I don't want to see what happened 2 years in a row. But yeah, keeping him honest there is the one instead of Todd Hemingway on 72 points. Otherwise, team, that is your outlook for the Shane Penn medalist for Superstock Racing Excellence Week 24 of competition to come with the Only Ammz Speedway Awards of Excellence, team. That's me for another week. Wherever you may be travelling to catch the racing this weekend, be safe out there. Have fun. There's quite a lot of tracks. I think there's almost every track running this weekend. That right, team? Yeah.
I think it's
just
close.
about every track. It's
Hey,
close to it, you
well,
know. Like we said at the intro start of the show, and just spoiled for choice, honestly, since the New Zealand Superstock GP, nearly every weekend since there has
Yeah.
had some big meeting, if not affected by rain, the following weekend. And this weekend's a massive weekend around the country. You got the North Island sprint cars at Kiki. After that, you're going to have the New Zealand sprint cars. You've got the New Zealand modified GP on. You've got the Ollie Brown Superstocks and everything going on in Auckland. Down at Woodford Glen, you've got the Battle of the Stocks. I've most surely missed some, and I do apologise. But, man, you're right. Living the dream. If you love Speedway, right, spoiled for choice.
Yep, you're not wrong there, bro. But yeah, that's pretty much it, team. Wherever you may be heading to this weekend to catch your racing, as I mentioned before, have fun, be safe out there. As we had mentioned, there's a full plethora of tracks and championships running this weekend. I will be at the Battle of Stocks at Woodford Glen Speedway this weekend with Jace and the team at the Pits Media TV. Probably be in the broadcasting van. If I do catch you there, come say hi. Don't come and abuse me, otherwise we'll end up on the wrong foot. But yeah. Plenty to get excited, race fans. There it is, right on the screen. What's on this week? Yeah, all the tracks running this weekend. Your sport for choice. Have a good weekend, team.
Cheers,
Thanks,
mate.
Sam. Appreciate it, mate, as always.
Yeah, look at it,
Giving the money away.
Yeah,
Look at that, eh?
That's him when he was a young kid in the back of that bloody truck. That's not something he's made up. He had a picture of him pushing a ute before, thinking he was old Dallin White and Lesniak once upon a time. But we'll carry on, mate, because we obviously got the Rees brothers to join us.
Behind schedule, but we'll get there.
Yeah. So we bring in the Ministocks and get into the MIP.
Tiana here, I think, first. Bring her. There she is. Hey, how are you?
Smiling.
Hi.
Hey,
Tiana, firstly, before we carry on getting right into it, congratulations, not for only what you achieved at the MIP in your category of racing, obviously, but I know you've been getting a few checker flags and winning a few events. So how's it been since MIP in Rotorua?
Yeah, pretty good. Car's been running really good recently, and yeah, just been going for it, I guess.
How many years you got left behind the wheel in your Ministocks?
I think one
more season, eh?
a season and a half.
Season and a half, and you're going to take over from Cody? You're going to take over the Superstock, or what you going to do, or play netball?
Well, I don't know. I'll probably have a run in Cody's car if he lets me, but I know Dad will. I don't know. We'll see that. We'll see what happens and go with it, I guess.
Hey, in your mind, let's talk about MIP in particular, because some people would class that maybe is the New Zealand Ministock champs, from all over the country. And there's a good bunch of girls racing Ministocks, and you're in amongst it. You've got your own little friends going on. No doubt you keep in touch on your social media platforms. What's it like in your mind? I remember, and I was lucky to be driving your little car in the parade a couple of seasons ago, beeping the horn, beep, 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 and everything. What's it like for you, even though next MIP would be your last?
Yeah, it's really cool. MIP is just a really good time of the year for us Ministock kids. It definitely brings us all together as one, and we can just reconnect with all our friends from down around the country. And yeah, it's really cool. I really enjoy MIP. It's definitely the meeting to look forward to in the season.
It's cool, eh, Box?
It's, oh, mate, it's like we went last year and it was just out the gate. It was just a great meeting to go and watch. I mean, I include that meeting as being sport for choice for watching Speedway when we talked about all those meetings since the GP, you know. The MIP is just as good a meeting to go to as any. Well, I reckon it was last year when we went. I'm pretty sure it was this year as well, you know. Sounds to me like there was a bit of biff and baff and a few bent bumpers again. So, yeah, that they all these kids seem to just step up that extra level for that meeting. It's quite impressive. So, yeah, it's I see Cody's just put up here too that you're the 4th best Chatfield, he reckons, mate. What's going on there?
Oh, whatever. He's just really scared because he knows that I qualified and he never did. So.
Oh, there it is, see?
There it is, eh?
There
Oh,
it is.
you were getting that. But you know, Tiana, like Cody, and it's that tongue-in-cheek side of things. You know, you can't do the sport without the drive, mum and dad and the family. There's a big family that supports the Chatfields. It's a name that's been associated with the sport for so long, you know, and you can't just do it without their support. It's the love and passion that brings you together as a Speedway family. Like you say, you caught up with your friends around the country. That's what MIP does, but it's a big whānau thing, eh?
Yeah, 100%. I wouldn't be going anywhere, doing anything with my car without mum and dad and the family and everyone that helps out, especially sponsors as well. They do a lot for us, and that's really helpful for us in every sort of way.
Yeah.
Wayne Alton says 47 bumpers at MIP. Paige
Jeez.
Smith is watching. Paige is watching. So good to see Paige and you watching.
She reckons you're the best, she told Cody.
It's the best there. Eh?
I am. He's just jealous.
So what do your ambitions look like for you, young lady? Because aside from Speedway, I know you're talented in netball, and congratulations on your achievement with all of that as well. Where do you see on the dirt track? What's your goal that you would love to do? What do you really want to do?
I don't know. It's tough at the moment. Just trying to figure out what I like, and yeah, just going with the flow and seeing where things would lead me.
Yeah. Do you want to do a stock car maybe one day, or something completely out of skew? Because some mini stocks we speak to, they mini stock because we talk to, they talk about TQs or different other stuff. You know, is there anything you want to really have a go at?
I definitely want to jump in a stock car for a little bit, but
Yep.
I know that Dad's already said no, but I'm still convincing him. So hopefully we get there one day. But
Good
yeah,
on
I
you.
don't really know. It's just kind of all comes down to what happens with netball, and yeah.
So you sort of made a comment before about where it will lead you. You said, is that sort of reference to your future, what you see in your future? Like if netball takes you into a professional era, then that's the way you'll head. Is that what you're talking about? You're looking at, you're not making a decision now to see where your future's heading?
Yeah, 100%. Just definitely going with the flow. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Well, good on you. You know, I know you got a balance head on yourself. And look, I've seen you race around in your car, bend the through bumpers, but you just give it you all the time. You just don't give up. That's just the sport it is. But I've also seen how you're developed in your netball as well, following mum and dad on your Facebook, because they're always there supporting you and the goals and achievements that you've done. So, you know, you're well all-rounded in all sports. I know you're keen to have a go at rugby or league or something like that as well, but you got to twist dad's arm and see how you get on there. But you've got a bright future, young lady. Obviously, with the family behind you doing all the stuff. But the other part we want to recognize before we say goodbye to you is your sponsors. You got your sponsors list handy, please?
Yeah, I do. I'd like to thank all of them, especially these ones in particular, because it's just helped us a lot. Safe Store Storage, Rush Sim Racing, Clayton Automotive, B&T East Tamaki, Bus Tech, Davies Tyres, Laser Tech and Trailer Pro Solutions, Belly and Mitzi, YB Slow Race Engines. And I'd like to thank everyone who helps out, Mum, Dad, Lance and Jude, Auntie Laura, Nana Vic, and Cody for all of his advice. Sometimes it's not the best, but it's okay. And Blake Speedway as well, because he takes some awesome videos and makes racing fun. So
Cool.
Cool.
Good on you. Good on you. Hey, well, good luck with the future. We look forward to catching our trackside sometime soon, and yeah, sharing what you have for ambitions going in the future. Well done, Tiana. I know Mum's sitting there next to you. Hey, Mum, she can wave out if she wants to. Oh, there she is. Oh, no, there we go. Oh.
You guys.
Hey, well done, parents. Well done, parents, on bringing up awesome kids in Speedway. You know what Cody was seeing him do with the All-Stars. We've seen Chatty back in the day race, but when you got Tiana coming on through, the Chatfield name lives on. It's a great class of Ministocks. Well done to both yous and everyone involved. Cheers, Tiana. See yous. Here he is.
Thank you.
Finished yet.
Hey?
Some of us haven't finished yet.
Oh, I know. See you later. Bye-bye.
You boys.
Yes.
Thanks.
Gotta love it. The Chatfield
that's
family.
awesome.
And that's what it is, you know.
Good head on her shoulder, mate.
mate.
She's thinking about her future before, even if it's without Speedway, you know, knowing that Speedway is always still going to be a hobby, you know. You still got your life to sort out as well, and I think that's very mature of her to think of that ahead like that, mate, you know.
100%. Who are we bringing in next, mate, with the Ministocks?
Next we have got, where is he? Have I lost him? No, not Lachlan. Jack. There he is. There he is.
Hey, Jack.
Waiting
How are you,
patiently,
mate?
mate. Hey?
Yeah, thanks for being patient, mate, down there in the South Island. No doubt you heard the Rees tour, and you'll be looking forward to that. Bobby Johns, good to have you on the show. Thank you for the great comment. Great show, guys. Listening on the Gold Coast in the middle of the cyclone. Yeah, I'm going to ring my sister up once we finish here to make sure she's all right on the old GC and everything's going all good over there. Jack, mate, congratulations on MIP.
Thank you.
Hey, what's been happening and what's it been like? You been celebrating still, mate, or just living the dream?
Just getting over the fact that I've actually won it.
So let's go through that fact that you won it. You know, coming up to Rotorua, how many times have you actually attended MIP?
First time even at the track. I've never been to there.
Okay.
Wow, well done.
Wow. That puts
Yeah.
it into perspective. You know, it just says these kids are that talented. It doesn't matter whether or not they raced at a track. And Jack smiled.
Yeah.
First time there, first MIP, and look what you achieved. Wait.
Pretty stoked with it.
Oh, you'll be more than stoked. Actually,
Yeah.
how's the family? How's the family and the parents? What's that all like at the moment?
Dad's over the moon. He's like happy boy.
Oh, I could imagine.
Yeah.
Holy hell, you
Yeah.
must have had fun times traveling home from Rotorua down to the south. Man, you guys
Oh.
must have been just smiling like nothing.
Yeah, I flew, so Dad had to do the
Oh.
haul.
Oh, wow, he's even, he gets to fly and just hop in the car. What a racer, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, right, that's cool.
So, so where does the racing school come from then, young Jack?
Sorry, what was that?
Where does all your racing school and everything come from?
Oh, probably Dad. X1Z and street stocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that you in the future, mate? You got a couple more years in the mini stock. What's your future goal?
I'm looking into a stock car and then hopefully Superstocks.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
The pinnacle for you, young man. I bet you it's got to be bloody teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all want to do it, eh? So, who's a driver that who do you look up to when you're racing now? Do you talk to them about advice? Do you sit down there in Christchurch? You got any favourite drivers you talk to try and get a bit of advice off, or you just Dad tells you all the things you need to know?
Dad gives me a lot of advice, but my grandpa Richie Taylor races super saloons and he gives me the odd advice. Yeah, and then everyone that just gives me advice is much appreciated.
Holy hell, mate. This is in the family. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realise, kids,
hell?
and Jason rang me the other day and said, "Did you get hold of Jack?" I said, "Yeah." She just rang me. I know, and he's related to this. I went, "Oh, bloody hell. That's bloody lot of Speedway royalty down that end of your island, eh, that he's all a part of. No wonder he's come out and gone like a cut cat and won it in his first year at the juniors."
You know,
Yeah.
it's like that bloody TV ad books. He wouldn't even know he's too young. You know, the ad that goes around, it's in the blood. It's
Yeah,
definitely
mate,
in the blood.
red-blooded. Yeah, don't get that ad. That's alcohol.
Yeah.
He's too young for that yet. Hey.
Oh, he might be too. We've seen Ministocks kids, you know, we felt old, me and you in the club rooms afterwards, and they've come and it's like, oh my god, drinking those old KGBs and whatnot. That stuff. Mate, so what do you do aside from Ministocks racing? Is there anything that young Jack does in the off season?
Play bagpipes and a bit of mountain biking.
Bagpipes.
That's a first, eh? That's awesome.
Yeah,
I think that's awesome.
A few years back, I was very, very lucky to be a chieftain of the annual Highland Games in my town. I got to wear a kilt and be the actual main man of that day and guide things through. And I watched that bagpipe stuff in the evening tattoo. Amazing. Is that part of your heritage?
My great granddad's Scottish a little bit, and he always wanted me to play the bagpipe, so I did it for him.
Okay. Good on you. And you do mountain biking, eh?
Yeah, do it at Bottle Lake. Competed a couple times and placed in that, and looking for more competitions this year.
Is that like straight downhill or is it tracks?
Nah, cross country.
Cross
country.
Cross country. Didn't they just have like crank works, or isn't that coming up down in the South Island somewhere?
I think it might be Crank It. I haven't
Yeah.
done that. I'm not sure about it, but
yeah. It's a big bloody thing. The whole world comes there on their push bikes. So that's what you do, mate. You come from a great pedigree of family, obviously, and good on you for doing the bagpipes. And obviously, you want to thank your mum, dad, and all the crew that do the work on your Ministocks in the shed.
Yeah. Big thanks to Dad for everything he does. It means a lot. Nelly, Sarah for crewing and putting up for me and just supporting me with it. All my sponsors, Anderton Decorators, iZone, Port Hills Truck Centre, Suck It Up, CRP Music, Rob's Race Cars, North Canterbury Engine, Recondition, Peter Rees from Rees Race Cars and Pits TV.
Okay.
And what's this? I had to put my glasses on to see this, mate. That's what happens when you get old and slow. I keep seeing Crazy Pony. What's that about, mate?
Dad's nickname's Crazy Horse, and so I got the name Crazy Pony. So
yeah,
that's cool. I see everyone saying Crazy Pony on here.
I can see the pony on his hoodie there. It's on the front.
Yeah, got the pony. Yep, and on the car.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's cool, mate.
Have you got for a young man that's achieved so much, like at Rotary the first time and everything like that? Have you got your own little Ministocks Facebook page where your mates keep in touch with you?
Yep, I got Anderton Motorsport. Nelly does all that. I'm a bit hopeless, but so she looks after it.
Good on. Hey, what a cool thing! Look, thank you for joining us, Jack. This won't be the first time that we talk with you on the show, mate. Not with your future. Yeah, sorry, the last time. Yeah, we will talk with you, mate, because you've got a bright future. Hey, thank you for joining us. What's the rest of the season looking like for you, Jack? How many more racing?
I've got Battle of Stocks this weekend. Then I got Blenheim and Nelson for the Rees Tour. I think the Rees Tour at Christchurch maybe, and then Easter and Cromwell, and then that's about it.
Cool, mate. Well, come say hi when you get to Blenheim, mate. I'll be there.
Will do.
Kins will be there. Well, hopefully Kins will be there. But you're doing bloody well, mate. And that's a fantastic achievement. First time at the track and first time at MIP to take out the junior section at your young age. Big things I see ahead for you, young fella. Well done. Very well done.
Thank you.
Thank you, mate. Take care and all the best, eh? We'll catch up with you later.
Thank you. Yep. See you.
Yeah.
Cheers, Jack. Appreciate it. There we go.
Okay,
mate, that kid's going to go places in the sport if he's driving like that already, Kins, you know. And that's what we talk about, the Ministocks, the future of our speedway, and that's where they learn to drive, and that shows it, you know. And the pedigree he's coming from, mate.
I only caught it Richie Taylor at the New Zealand Super Saloons. Things didn't go to plan, but, you know, there's a guy that's been decorated in the saloon class for so long. And you got Dad being a 1NZ street stock. Well, carry on, because Hawke's Bay has been running on the high when it comes to Ministocks. Last year, we were fortunate enough to talk to Tom Steele, but the big championship for this heads back down in the B. I think 3 in a row from memory, 3 in a row, eh? That Hawkeye's team must be looking good. There he goes.
Underneath the sunshine and the big sky of the bay. No matter what we're doing, no matter what.
Come on, you know it, Lachlan, eh? Come on.
I'm not singing it.
Come on, sing it.
Yes, we Brady.
Come
Come on.
The
Hey.
B. Come on, the B. Black, white, all right. Come on, the B. See, you love it. That's what gets us going down there, eh, mate? There goes the booker and bias again, Akins.
Oh, but you gotta love it. That's the passion that we have, and that's the way we do our show. We love what we do and enjoy what we do, and it doesn't get any better than that to bring young Lachlan. The Bay is just riding on the high, especially in the mini stock class. So first and foremost, from everyone watching and your family, your crew, your friends, your sponsors, congrats, mate. Has it sunk in?
Oh, nah, well, kind of, but not really.
Not really.
Yeah. Still, yeah, not sure what to say, but yeah.
Mate, with the way the Bay's been going in that mini stock class, the future looks bright for you. You know, there's something you want to emulate, and you want to be the next two in Speedway, bro. Who do you want to be?
Asher Rees would be good.
Yeah, that's who you want to be. He's actually sitting there down in the green room, just chilling out at the moment.
That's what he said to us earlier, kids. He wants to be the next Asher Rees, he reckons.
Yeah. Just
that's
checking
cool.
it out. But no, that's cool. That is cool. And what's your future goals, mate? So how many seasons before I talk about that you have in your nice looking mini stock?
So we only have the end of this season left in it. And then, yeah, we'll hopefully move on to a bigger and better class. So, yeah, see what happens.
So if you get a Superstock, it's obviously going to want a Rees in, are you?
Oh, yeah, who knows? Something that wins.
Well, when you take a look at last weekend's North Island champs, and pretty foregone conclusion around that. You know, oh, yeah. So, you know, that's cool. So, what do you do aside from mini stock racing? Looking at your trophies, you've been extremely doing well in that class. You can see all your sashes. What do you do off season?
So in the winter, I do a bit of car club stuff. So a bit of staying in the car, getting a bit of car control. And if the car steps out, I know how to handle it and stuff like that. And a bit of left foot braking, smoke up the brakes. So Dad has to change the brakes in the car quite often. So.
I'm going to try something here, Lachlan. Just bear with me. Hopefully you joined us.
Oh,
hey, Asher, bro, how are you?
How's it going? You right?
He snuck you
good.
in, Asher, I think, for Lachlan.
Lachlan, tell him what you want to be in the future of Speedway.
I'd love to be like you, be a
Win.
three-peat.
Oh, listen to it. There's plenty of other people you'd rather be like. I'm just a target.
Cheers, Asher. We'll bring you back in a few minutes there, bro. But I thought I'd just
Sweet.
get you to hear that from this young man. You know, obviously he idolized you, and he wants to follow what you've done and do a three-peat. And the way this kid's been tracking, mate, and how Hawke's Bay has been going over the few years in mini stocks. Well, who knows? Anything is possible, eh, Asher?
Oh, that's it. You never know. You never say never.
Yeah, hard out. We'll talk soon, bro. Thanks for just sneaking. I just snuck him in there so he heard it. So there you go. I thought I'd give you a bit of a surprise there because we are going to talk to Asher and Ethan very soon about the achievement. But, you know, when you hear the likes of what he's achieved, mate, and you're young, man, he's still young as well. Anything's possible, eh, Lachlan?
Yeah, anything is possible, like you say. So, yeah.
Yeah, hard out, mate. Yeah.
How's your season been so far at home? With the have you taken a few checkers at home this season, or have you been?
We haven't had that many meetings at home,
No.
but we've had a couple, and we've had a couple wins. So yeah. Pretty
Who
good.
was it that came up to you first to tell you that you'd won MIP, mate? Did you know? Did they know straight away when you pulled in, or did you know for yourself?
Well, somewhat going into the last race, I knew I was top on points. Harrison Cheatham was in second, and I started off the front behind him, and all I knew is stay behind him, and I'll probably end up out on the top. And somehow I ended up in front of him and winning the race. So yeah.
Oh, so you knew. So when you got across the start finish line, was it pumping fists and going nuts inside the car, mate?
Yeah, we still had to keep calm, and so yeah. But I was definitely excited.
Shit. You're such a modest young man, you know. I like how you talk and say it pretty calm and collected. You say, yeah, did a couple of races, got a couple of checker flags. How many MIPs have you attended?
Oh, So the first year I attended was in seniors. Didn't have a good run on qualifying night, and then qualified into consolations, and then come last race of consolations, as everyone knows me, stacked into the wall and broke me collarbone, and ended up in the shed for a bad reason, so wasn't good.
Oh, right.
But hey, you've turned that flip right around, and look what you achieved only a few weeks ago, mate. You know, but the celebrations, like you say, continue on, and your name's etched in on a couple of other Hawke's Bay drivers there, and that's something they can't take away on that trophy. That's something that's going to be around for some time, mate. And look, you've got a massive future, and the bloody Hawke's Bay, the future of the Hawkeyes. I tell you now, watch out what it's going to look like 3 to 4 years.
Let's hope so.
Mate, I'll tell you now, you'll be jumping up that fence, Booker. I tell you.
Mate, I'll have to lose a bit of weight before I do that. The whole fence at Palm, you'll collapse. I'll climb that freaking thing up there. Holy heck. Everyone thinking air balloons got stuck at the top.
Lachlan, aside from your family and everyone that crews, obviously on the car, looks outstanding, well presented there as well. You got your sponsors, as Tiana said. Don't look around the car for your sponsors. Have you got that list handy, mate?
Nah, but I'm sure I can remember it. So first of all, I'd like to thank Everfresh Transport for being with me for the whole season and the other seasons, and also like to thank GearTech, Fleet Sales NZ, R&L Bill, Havelock North Tyres, Topaz Paints, Auto Electrics, Tom Steele and David Steele for giving us a hand at the start of the year to set up the thing so it's now flying, and also like to thank Ross Bailey for building the motor that's in it, and all the hard work and effort Dad's put into the car throughout the journey, and it's paid off by the looks. So yes.
Wow. You done well, eh, Books? You know, that's not a surprise for you and I, because we've interviewed many stock kids, and they don't even need to look at a side and look at their cards in here, and they just run it all off. That's how much these sponsors mean to these young boys and girls. They can remember it like that. Well, congratulations, mates. Well done on your awesome achievement. Can only see what their future holds for you, and you're in a good club as well. And yeah, thank you for joining us and celebrating your win. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Thanks, Lachlan. Good luck for the rest of the season, mate.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll see you in Blenheim in a couple
Come
of
and
weeks.
see us, mate. Come and see us.
Yep.
Absolutely. I'll be there. Yeah.
He'll buy your hot dog, mate. So you go
Buy a
see
hot dog, yeah.
Yes, Lachlan. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
mate.
you.
Appreciate it. Cheers, brother. See ya. Oh, mate, you know, like the Hawke's Bay, these kids are coming out fast out of there, eh? 3 years in a row, MIP winners. So that's not bad. You had young Butcher, then Tom Steele, and then young Lachlan. So see who comes out next year, mate.
Well, continue on. That's a great segue into winners. And he said it when he jumped in to join young Lachlan. And when you take
Bring
a
the
look
two
at
together,
winners,
mate. Oh, you have brought the two together. That's good.
Yeah.
Thanks for waiting, boys. We're a bit behind schedule tonight. Sorry about that.
No, you're right. You're good.
Yeah, you're all good. No stress.
No, sweet as no time to stress there, boys. What the hell is that? You just get into it and carry on. Hey, Ethan, first and foremost, bro, congratulations on what you achieved over there in Gizzy, eh?
Yeah, no, thank you. It's quite a cool thing to do, eh? So, yeah, it's pretty stoked.
You just need the New Zealanders from memory, I think, rightly, and you've got, the Grand Slam to join Dad.
Yeah, I guess that'll come when it wants to, eh? But for now, I'm just, enjoying what I'm doing and loving it.
Asher, again, on the podium, mate. But see how you did it with up in the bloody air and your wings like this.
Shit, man.
It was like, we've seen you do that at Huntley. We've seen you do it everywhere else. And I thought, here we go. This boy is just an angry Asher, foots down and gets there and get there in the end. So congrats on your achievement getting on third, and Josh obviously can't join us in second. So well done, Ash.
No, cheers. Thank you. It was a good weekend. Good for the club, Wasn't just about us. It was good for Gisborne to host their first title since New Zealand Supers back in 2002 or something. So, I think they did a great job. And everyone I talked to since thinks they did a great job. So yeah, let's bring on some more titles.
I think so. I think we need to get the New Zealand title there, Kinser, to be out the gate. I mean, that first night, I didn't think it was as fast as the last time I went there. But that second night, that track was on. You guys were I think you did a 16.2, Asher, as the fastest for the night. Someone was telling me that you've done a lap around that track without lifting. Is that right?
Yeah, well, I think the lap record, either Ethan or myself's got it 15.9 or 15.8 or something. So like we're a little bit off the pace, but like the first night there was a select few that were quite a bit quicker than the others, and then the second night the whole field was just quick. The track held on better, I felt, and just everyone was quick. There was a group of cars that were 3/10 quicker than the next group of cars, so like it was quite a tight knit group of racing. Really, like you couldn't really fault anyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. It was so fast. The pace was pretty unreal actually on that Saturday night. But Ethan, when I think about it and how things have been going for you over the recent racing meetings, mate, you must have had the biggest smile, eh? Must have been close to being emotional as well after winning that bloody title.
Yeah, it's definitely been a good few meetings, eh? Definitely can't complain with that. It's been cool to, I guess, share some podiums with the likes of Asher, Josh, and Dad, and some other people that have joined us as well. But yeah, definitely more emotional. I guess I don't know. The more times the boys are there when I achieve something pretty cool, I get more emotional. Eh? So yeah, it's an awesome time.
You could see that in your speech, mate, on the Saturday night when you're fine until you start talking about your family, and I could see a bit of emotion in that. Is it just makes that a little bit special with the kids there, eh? With the boys.
Yeah, well, as we all know, everyone's got kids and they all grow up pretty quickly. So to have them there actually watching and enjoying it's a big part of it. But then to see obviously myself, Asher, and Josh on the podium, and they're watching, it's quite cool for them to witness it and understand it. And yeah, it's just a cool feeling.
Yeah, hard it is. And I saw the result too, and I go back and I said it in a comment somewhere, and I said it's just a repeat of Huntley a few seasons ago. It's just reversed. That's all it is, because Asher got the 1 NZ, Josh was 2 after their runoff, and Ethan ended up 3. It's just a complete reverse, and mate, just shows the dominance. And like you had young, I think it was Jack maybe, or Lachlan in there, and he was Lachlan. And these kids, what they achieved at the MIP. That's where the sport's in good hands. That'd be pretty well right, eh, Asher? MIP is a good grassroots for trying to win championships, but to get yourself on the podium.
Oh yeah, it just teaches a bit of resilience. I feel that MIP, like, it's a great meeting and it's a hard one. Like, 150, 180 odd cars go to it, and to come out on top of that's pretty special. So a bit of resilience is taught along the way. Like he's the young fella said, he had his first year there, he ended up in the consolations and banged up and in the shed for the wrong reason. But you don't give up. You fight back, and look, a couple of years on, he's won it. You can't really fault that.
That must be hard too, wouldn't it, for someone like that as a young fella to get an injury like that? Like you say, resilience, but to have an injury like that and get back in the car and come back that strong, that sort of, to me, says that kid's got some potential. He's not he hurt himself, but knows he can get better and do better.
Oh yeah, and just, I suppose it's just general life. I'm sure his parents have taught him, doesn't matter what knocks you down, as long as you get back up, give it another go. You might not like it again, but give it another go. See what you think, You never know if you never do it again. So good on them and good on him, Look, he's at the top step of that grade, and hopefully he does age out and come into what we're doing, and he'll be knocking me off my top step soon.
I'll tell you what I have noticed though, every time I go to watch racing now with you guys there, man, Ethan, you and Josh are like magnets together, either behind or in front of each other every race these days. What's going on there? It's like you two just follow each other like a train everywhere. One of you leads one race, one of you leads the other.
We seem to get our grids, and we're always either 15, 17 or whatever, we're always front or back. It's, I can't quite put my finger on it, but I guess the last 2 meetings it's worked out well for us, so long it continues, really.
yeah, it's obviously a good luck thing, isn't it? So you don't want to change it.
Nah, it must be. Yeah, I don't know, but it's definitely funny how it works. And generally, it's either Asher and Dad beside each other, or Asher and
Yes.
Tim, or someone. It's funny how it all works. It's a bit of a funny setup.
Speaking of Tim
exactly.
Ross, how? Oh, sorry, kids.
No. What they're just saying. I'm just going to go back to that GP at Woodford Glen. You know, we've seen
Three
Ash
of them
and his
together.
dad go,
Yeah.
the three, and then Ethan got 3. Yeah, it's like, and it's just repeated like deja vu all over again. And what the hell? You go down to Wanganui, we saw that old picture pop up. It's like, I still go back to what they said in the middle of the track at Huntley. If you want to race it, then join them and bloody be part of it. And it's bloody cool, you know, true to their words, to what they said on the infield that day today. And I'll stand by that.
Yeah.
Because you just got to take a look at what they've achieved. Asher, I asked Ethan at the start there, obviously the NZs to get the whole Grand Slam. What do you need to get the Slam?
I just need the GP, which I gave to Pete this year, and I need the 2 40s. Yeah, they're the only 2 I need.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was good to see Ethan get the North Islands. Obviously, the first year I won one NZ, he won the GP, and I won the North Islands that same year. So I knew he was longing for this one, so it was quite good to see him get it and one step closer to that. I suppose that Grand Slam thing. You know, it's what people have saying makes you immortal in the sport. Like, it must be. You know, there's only 6 people who've ever done it, so it's pretty special. You know.
I think in this day and age too, with the class that's out there, as opposed to years gone by, you know, it's a lot harder, I think, to get that Grand Slam now with the just the cars themselves are a huge step up, and the drivers and everyone. I mean, so I think to get the GP now, I mean, no disrespect to Pete. I mean, he obviously did his early stuff in the early years, but now everybody's on a par. I think for you guys to get it now, it just makes it'll be that, let's say, a little bit harder to do.
Oh, definitely. I think you refer back to Huntley when we said if you can't beat us, join us, and we certainly have built a fair few cars since then. And look at those guys now. Todd Hemingway's the 1NZ. You know, like they're all coming through the whole Mark Dickey Motorsport team. You know, like they've got our cars and they're right at the front of the fields or top qualifiers. You know, just don't quite have that final luck to get through. But there are a lot of someone come up to me on the weekend and said, "Aren't you sick of making fast cars for everyone else?" And I was like, well, it makes us want to build faster ones. That's what it's about. Like you always got to find an edge, you know.
Yeah. It's quite hard case how you say that, Asher, because we're sitting there right on the grid line at the Palmy teams, and my daughter Carly sitting next to me goes, Dad, what? There's like 7 Rees cars out there in the team. You know, it's just everywhere. And she wants the next on the grid up, you know, whoever it may have been. Like, there's like 5 of them out there out of the 8. It was like she was counting them. They're bloody everywhere. And, you know, I had good feedback behind me too, and everyone just blown away. It's just magic what you guys do. And obviously you do build up. Both of you get ready to head off to the BOS in Woodford Glen.
Yeah, sure. Obviously, Josh are heading down, but I'm not. But yeah.
Oh, you're not going down, Ethan?
Nah.
Busy, chill out. Are you, Asher, going down, obviously?
Yeah. Me and half of my daughter were going down 5 a.m. tomorrow. Get on the boat at 8 a.m. So yeah, we start our journey tomorrow, and we're gonna go and attack the Battle of the Stocks. Obviously meet up with Prenny along the way and get into that, and just have a fun weekend away.
Awesome.
Hey, Ethan, just for you, Brittany's going well in this stock car, eh? Even though you had to take the engine out the other day, but she's pedaling along well, eh? Getting into it.
Yeah, she's been going bloody well, eh? It's been quite nice actually, missing a few meetings myself and just helping her out and taking her places in New Zealand, because she enjoys it probably more than I do at the moment. So it's good to see her actually love it. And I mean, she had a bit of a hiccup last weekend, but as we've all been there, that's part of motorsport, eh? It's at the highs, good with the bad as such. So yeah, we'll get it going again and try to get it going this weekend.
In that final on Saturday, bloody that Tim Ross did the bloody work, didn't he? On the track, you guys probably didn't see a lot of it because you're racing, but he seemed to put himself in the right place at the right time, right through that final.
Yeah, I didn't even really see that coming, to be fair. I was following at one stage and ended up taking Todd to the wall, and I was like, oh, we're on here. And then he kept on going. So he definitely done what he had to do, and he didn't do anything dirty, so that's a bonus.
No,
and he just held up tight enough to let myself, Asher, and Josh through, and then keep him busy from there on out. So it's what we sort of it's good to see, to be fair. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It looked like. It was. Oh God, I'm getting terrible with names. Kids, I remember the name on the night, and then I forget them 2 days fucking later. My gold car. What's his name? Teller.
Oh,
Teller.
Tried to
Yeah.
stop
Teller,
you,
yeah.
and the first it looked to me like, I don't know, but as a spectator, you saw you come around boomfer, and he was gone, and you went past. He waited for you again, and you hit him again. But then I think there was also Josh and Asher, and all you just picked him up and sent him off the end, and then he just sort of looked like, oh, that's enough of that idea. I'm not getting hit like that again, and carried on racing. So it's like I'm not getting hit like that, because you guys have really taken an art of being able to hit and run, so to speak, like that. Is it what's the trick to that? Is it, do you just know a certain point of the car to sort of hit to make it get easier? Is there how do you find doing that?
Well, I know I've always been taught left front chest rail to right rear chest rail, or vice versa. It's quite easy at Gisborne, because it makes the runner's job easy, because you've got that banking to use your momentum to drive through them. But yeah, I just use left front chest rail to right rear chest rail and make it count. Just don't button off. But it makes it easier in our case, because we had obviously 3 of us in tandem, and if one of us made a mistake, the other guy was going to pick us up. So it was quite easy in that case. But yeah, good fun.
It was bloody good to watch. It was I get impressed with that when I see a car, Kins, like when they can just whack and keep going, because some try it, they don't quite get there, and others do it every time, bang, 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 and like you say, I suppose in that pace at Gizzy obviously helps as well. I mean, you guys are you off it much at Gizzy, you guys? Is it like I said that night, it looked like you're going in there pretty deep and sort of like an off and on, or is it off a little bit before you hit the gas again, or is it just a nearly full on all the time?
That's true for that.
Oh, I don't know. I suppose I drive strange to everyone else, and I probably wasn't the quickest on the Saturday night, so I was trying to find drive elsewhere on the track. There was a line where everyone was running, you know. I wanted to try and find someone drive down lower or mid track, or you know. So like there was a lot of on and off playing with the track, trying to find that sweet spot. But generally, if the track's on and you've got a bit of clean air, you can pretty much bury your boot and just rely on the banking to do its job. You know, it is a unique track, and a lot of people probably come back after they've said that, and they're like, oh, it's just unique, you know, and they want to come back and experience it again. It's one of the fastest tracks in the country, I'd say, purely because of the banking and how it works, and just the facility in general is so good. Like I got people wanting to come. They want to come to the Chamber Champs. They want to come and do this. They want to just come over for a weekend, you know, because it's just such a great vibe, you know. And then the racing on track's so enjoyable, and everyone loves it. Even if you have a bad night, you know, everyone's having a laugh, and it's just good, you know. That's something I have noticed about that track, Ash. I mean, we walk around the pits a lot, me and Kins, and see a lot of stuff because of our media thing. But every time I've been to Gisborne, I haven't really seen too much. I suppose, what do you call it? I suppose you call it sulking or getting upset because they have a bad one. I mean, everyone seems to just still have that good vibe and be happy about themselves in the pits, don't they? I mean, and then you see that as soon as you get to the club rooms, everyone's still like all right for the night. I never see people with Gizzy getting all angry, and like I saw one guy stuff his motor, and I went up to him and said, "You're right, mate." He goes, "Oh, it happens. It's racing," and he's happy as it's you know. Yeah, and that's it. You know, like when you do travel that far, we do try and want to help you out. You know, we've got the truck there, and a lot of people just try and fix a bumper corner for them, get them going again, just so they can partake. You know, it's been a long day for everyone to get there. Like David Ellsworth had damage on the weekend after the supercharge, and it was a bit more serious than it looked externally. Like you could patch it, but it was just too close to a motor. You know, if something had gone wrong by mistake again, you know, it cost him big money. So it was his decision to put it away, and fair cool, because it's his money. You know, you can't just sort of you can't just find a money tree and fix things instantly. So you just got to get into it. Yeah. So I wasn't laughing. I was like, Ethan had a quick visitor then.
Where's the footy cat going? Where's the cat gone? Take it off now. Oh, look, again, I know it's getting a bit past our time and everything, but, just to wrap it up, I know you guys just excel every time when you're out there as a freight train, you would call it yourself, throw Josh in there, then what Dad gets on fourth as well. It's like, what the hell, what you've done for that track, your family, for Gisborne and brought it through. It's just unbelievable. And you guys need to celebrate and enjoy that and celebrate with Dad and everyone else. Paul Vasey is farewell to, because you've got a massive month coming up next week starting, I would say, from next week. But well done. Congratulations. Safe travels, Asher, to the Battle of the Stocks. And yeah, all the best down in the South Island, eh?
Yeah, cheers. Thanks, Like, I don't think we've done heaps for the club. They've done heaps for us, So we can't just make it a one-way road. They've given us the ability to grow as a class up there, but then grow as a competitive field of supers that go everywhere. We don't just take the 4 Reeses, with Josh. We take 15, 16 cars that want to come and have fun and compete at national titles and really enjoy themselves. It's just how Gisborne works, I think, and how they've always worked. Like, I raced for them years before we went there in the Stockcar teams, and it was just a great vibe. It was all chill, didn't care about results. It was purely, let's just go out there, have fun, and if we get a win, we get a win. Let's just make it enjoyable for everyone, So, hey, they've done plenty good for us, and it's only right that we can sort of give back and give them a couple of trophies, for their Hall of Fame shelf and put them in the record books.
We can't go any further than wrapping up with your nice sentiments, Asher and Ethan, and what the club has done and what you've done. It's everyone putting in there. It's like we've always said, Books and I, one big Speedway family. And to wrap it up, like Helen Ashton says, yes, it was a very nice, relaxing vibe in Gisborne. Hans, mate, I haven't forgotten. Happy birthday. How you going? Glenn, Jack, everyone watching the show. Boys, thank yous. All the best. And like I said, and it's always good to have yous on the show. And thank you for, being part of that. And take care. And we'll catch up soon. Trackside, eh?
Yeah.
Cheers, Thank you.
Cheers, team. Thank you.
What a show, mate. What a full-on show.
Yeah, it's been flat out all night. So we appreciate everyone sticking with us too for that show. We went a bit behind schedule there, I suppose, with me doing that Rees update. But do remember, tomorrow I will put a post up with the Rees Tour update with all the links and stuff, all the people competing and going in the tour. So keep an eye out that for tomorrow morning. And share it around. If you see me post it up, share it around. Get the word out there to everybody so no one misses it. And all those going on tour know what's going on. So and let's not forget, we keep saying the Rees Tour, the Rees Tour, the Rees Tour. But there's another very big, important part of it as well for me, Kins, which I think is just as important, is Paul Vasey's farewell, because we talk about how much Pete and that does for the sport, but Paul Vasey Engineering, backs so many people in our sport, and he does such a great job and a great person. I've known Paul from way back in the early days in Palmy when he started there, and he's helped a lot of people out over the years. And I mean, the first car that Pete Rees drove was built by Paul Vasey. So, how fitting is it that it's his final farewell on the Rees Tour when the first car Pete drove was a Vasey built car. So, I mean, that's cool, man. That's the history that we don't remember, and we sort of keep forgetting it's the Rees Tour, but the Vasey farewell, and let's get on there, and I'm looking forward to hanging out with him and hanging out with everybody, and enjoying that whole South Island tour and celebrating Vasey's great career and another tour with the Rees. It's going to be fantastic, mate.
It's just quite ironic how you get those two names together on a tour, and it's been a long time coming since 2017, as Pete said right at the start of the show. But again, we just got to reiterate, be patient. We know it's not far away. Tomorrow week, summer on the ferry. That's tomorrow week, and then all the action will start. All that information, just keep an eye on the Kokpit page. That's where you'll see all the details. As Warren McGee says, it was a fantastic meeting. Dalm Takani, smoothest drivers out there. Yep. Richie Mason, Darren, Brian Latwood, how you going, mate? Cody Max in there as well. And Mike Harvey, always watching. Dave Thomas, Carl Shearer. Retro, yeah. Just quickly touching on the Battle of the Stocks, some of the retro liveries, and I saw young Ben Ellis's retro, reflected on the late Gary, his dad. Pretty cool. That retro stuff is going to be wicked. I can't wait to see what Scott Tennant's going to pop out, what livery that his dad Dave used to race. But just such a cool thing to have is Battle of the Stocks. No doubt you can get the streaming on the Pits TV, but just to wrap it up, I'll just throw this in there. That's where I'm going to be on Saturday night, along with Gabe in the commentary box. My good friend Gabe will be doing this, the Addis Containers New Zealand Modified GP. We'll be bringing to you that commentary from in the commentary box, obviously. But go along and check it out. It's
go and support this club, kids. Like they've had it hard with weather and everything. So, and the modifieds will turn it on, man.
Yeah, 2NZ, Brad Lane's going to be there, and many others as well. And don't forget to also, I saw Craig Cardwell's name pop up on the Speedway Excellence. If you know of any go-karts that might be available, Craig is keen to do a go-kart race that the lanes are working on, and some of the other go-kart drivers. I know Craig put his name in there. He wants to get a go-kart and come and have a race. I think it's north-south, maybe April the 25th.
April, yeah. Brad sent me the date, so he wants us both to go out there and commentate, I think. So
come and enjoy it, and that's what it is. And that's what we've enjoyed tonight, is bringing you the show. Thanks once again to GARAGE16 for the ongoing support of TRACKSIDE Kokpit. What do we do next week?
And Repco Huntley.
Yeah.
Mike, yeah. Look, and next week, I don't know what's going to happen next week, Kins, because at this stage, I'm on the road heading towards the boat for the Thursday. So we'll see what we can work out. We might, I don't know what we'll do. We'll figure something out maybe, but you'll have to just watch the space. We might have to just, we'll see how we go.
See what happens. See what happens. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching the show. It's been a big show tonight, and keep an eye on the Kokpit page for everyone that's going on the Rees tour and the Paul Vasey farewell. Thanks once again. Thanks to the Ministocks kids. Thanks to Pete joining us earlier on. Thanks to Ammz. Thanks to the Rees brothers, Ethan and Asher. Thanks to you. Take care. Be safe. It's a big weekend of Speedway. Let all the racing out happen on the track. We just cruise home after enjoying a fantastic night, whether it's Friday or Saturday. Just be safe. See ya. On the way.
See ya,
on the way.
See ya. Holy snap and duck shit.
My good mate from Bump and Run Booker joins us.
I'm excited for another great show tonight. Give it the hoot now.